I'm only speaking to benevolent beings. So I'm in process of uploading another recording. It's about 35 minutes in, but I also wanted to make this a quick upload. So personally, there is a clone forcibly connected to me that I consistently remove and dissolve. However, they continue to force another clone. Connection. So what they've done is they've raped some of my frequencies, energies, and bodies that I continually pull back to my being, pull out of the technology. I pull it out of everywhere, but they continue to try and rape it. So I've said that to say what I have noticed is that they have been pulling from my lower chakras to, for lack of a better term, they're trying to pull my life force and then try to attach it to the clone. And there are implants that I have been working on removing. So what I'm wanting to make light of here is if there are other benevolent beings listening to these recordings and you think that you have a clone forcibly attached to you, or forcibly attached to your frequencies, your astral body frequency, your life force frequency and energies, what you can do is it's kind of like another little test. So when you, especially if you're feeling cold spots in your lower chakra system, it could be front or back or both. And then also if you're feeling cold spots in things like your liver, in your kidneys, they like to try and rape from organs. So if you're feeling those and you suspect a clone attachment, if you pull up your first chakra and even your second, if you go to, so basically one example would be if you have to pee but you're trying to hold it, right? What do? You pull up on your pelvic muscles, you pull up or you pull up the muscles inside of there that prevent you from peeing. Like you're pulling those up, imagining pulling those up into your body. And then as you're doing that, you're imagining closing your first and second chakra. I am doing this in a, so chakras they run opposite normally. So if you're going counterclockwise in one chakra to close it, then the next chakra would be what was the first one I said? If you're going counterclockwise in the first chakra to close it, and then the next chakra would be clockwise to close it. That's generally how that works. Definitely feel out your own body and feel your own energy. It might be that your chakras operate differently. But if that's the case with you, as you're pulling up your first chakra and you're closing it in a counterclockwise direction, as you're pulling up at the same time, as you are doing this, if you can manage to do that for a couple of minutes or a few minutes, and then you notice the tinnitus, especially if it's in your left ear, in your female, because I don't know if it operates the same with males, if the clones attach. If you have clone attachment, I don't know if they attach on your left side or not. But basically, if you sit for a few minutes and focus and pull up your first chakra, your root chakra, and you're closing it for a couple of minutes, see if the ringing stops. If you find that's the case, then you have clone attachment. And they're raping your life force energy. I'll say it this way, that life force energy is being raped in order to power the clone. And if you have that, if one has that going on, then most likely they have implants as well. Along their spleen meridian and possibly other implants as well. Obviously, I've experienced that, and here's the thing though, it's quite challenging to constantly focus on closing the first chakra. We shouldn't have to do that. Now, I don't recommend grounding it into, in quotes, Mother Earth, because I do not know that to be Mother Earth. I know it to be a very malevolent entity merged with AI. So I no longer, and I haven't in years, I do not ground. I do not send any part of my being down into the earth. I don't fucking do that. It's been raping from me for however many lifetimes and timelines I've been here. So I'm done. I'm all done with parasites fucking raping me. I'm not here to feed parasites. So I'm not going to be, sending my energy down into the earth anytime soon to ground. Like, if you want to ground, go walk outside barefoot. Right? I just don't think it's wise to be sending one's energy down into the earth. From what I know of that entity, it's been raping from humanity for a very long time now. So I no longer do that. But maybe you should try the exercise if you think you have clone attachment. If after 2 to 5 minutes, the ringing in your ears stop, then you fucking know that you have a clone forcibly attached to you. And your life force energy, the life force energy is being raped to power the clone. Yeah. It's just, it's very challenging to constantly close the chakra. We shouldn't have to do that. You still have to allow for, it's not healthy, really, to keep the first chakra closed all the time. right? I mean, that's not healthy. At the same time, I need to get rid of the clone. And I do continually remove it and dissolve it. They continue to try and attach another clone. Now, there's another thing that I suspect is going on that I don't really even want to say here, so I won't, but hopefully that's, not hopefully, but it's just one more thing to be aware of if you find that you suspect you have a clone attachment. And at that point, if you find out that you do, well, you're basically, once again, you're refusing your consent, you're pulling your stuff back, you're removing and releasing the clone and dissolving it, devoid of anything it's raped from you, along with the entity forcing the clone and operating the clone. Whatever whore that is, has got to go. Okay, so I don't know if that would be helpful, but it's just one more thing to be aware of. And it's a little test that can be tried, to see. And that might also help explain strange happenings for some. I don't know. But anyway, that's what that is. And here in a little bit, my other recording that I did this morning will be uploaded. If there's, if you listen, you listen. If you don't, you don't. So that's what that is. All right. Do your best to stay strong, and do your best to be using the tools that you have available to you, and working with your astral body energies and your chakra system, and strengthening that connection and strengthening your protective shield. And just do your best to be aware and alert and stay strong. Okay, till next time.